Hi, judgers! Welcome to Juan Arliwag Memorial High School Senior High School Math TV. So let us now try to continue our example involving systems of equations. So we are given x squared plus y squared is equal to 13. So this is our equation 1, and let's identify the type of conic section, and it is a circle with center located at the origin and with radius equal to square root of 13 units. And for the second one, we are given x squared minus y is equal to 7. Let's say that is equation 2. And based on the equation, we could say that this is a parabola and it opens upward. Okay? So, based on the two equations, we could see that they both have x squared. But the second equation only contains y and not y squared. So all we have to do is to write the equations. We have x squared plus y squared is equal to 13. X squared minus y is equal to 7. And since this is x squared and also x squared, in order for this to cancel out, we need to subtract. Okay, so in subtracting, we'll now be eliminating the term which contains x squared. So eliminate this one, cancel that out. X squared minus x squared, that becomes 0. Y squared minus y, that becomes plus y, is now equal to 13 minus 7. Therefore, we have 13 minus 7 is equal to 6. Arranging this equation, we'll be having y squared plus y minus 6 is equal to 0. And based on this equation, this is now our working equation. We'll now be having factors, and the factors would be y plus 3 times y minus 2 is equal to 0. Therefore, equate this to 0, equate this to 0. We have y plus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore, y is equal to negative 3. We also have y minus 2 is equal to 0. Therefore, y is equal to positive 2. We now have two values of y. Therefore, we'll now be able to solve for the other values of x if we substituted these values of y. Okay, so if y is equal to negative 3, therefore, we use the second equation. So let's try to use the second equation. This becomes x squared minus y is equal to 7. Therefore, this becomes x squared, that is minus negative 3 is equal to 7. Therefore, that is x squared plus 3 is equal to 7. We have x squared is equal to 7 minus 3. Therefore, x squared is equal to 7 minus 3, which is 4. Get the square root of both sides. Square root of x squared is x. Square root of 4 is plus minus 2. Okay, we have two values of x whenever we have y is equal to negative 3. What if we now have y is equal to 2? Okay, again, same equation. That is x squared minus y is equal to 7. X squared minus 2 is equal to 7. We have x squared minus 2 is equal to 7. X squared is equal to 7 plus 2. X squared now is equal to 9. Get the square root of both sides. Square root of x is x. Therefore, x is equal to plus minus 3. Therefore, we'll be having 4 solutions. And the first solution is that if y is equal to negative 3, therefore, we have two values. That is positive 2 and negative 2 for x. And the y will be the same, which is negative 3. And also, another intersections would be, we have x values plus minus 3, therefore this is positive 3, this is negative 3, and the y value will be the same, that is 2, and that is 2. Therefore, it is now a circle, and the parabola intersects the circle in 4 points. So we have here 4 solutions. Okay, so let's have another example. For another example, this is our next example. So we are given y squared minus 4x minus 6y is equal to 11. And we also have 4 times the quantity 3 minus x is equal to the quantity y minus 3 squared. Okay, so let us now try to solve. This is our first equation. and this is our second equation, and they are both a parabola. Okay, they are both a parabola. Why? Why are they both parabola? Because only one variable or only one term is being squared, and in this case, they both have the same variable, which is y, that is being squared in the equation. Okay, so if we have this one, all we have to do is, since we could not cancel anything, all we have to do is to distribute the coefficients. Therefore, we'll be having, for the second equation, we'll be having 4 times 3, which is 12. 4 times x, which is negative 4x, is equal to expand. This becomes y squared minus 6y plus 9. Okay, so in this case, therefore, let us now arrange, and this becomes y squared minus 6y plus 9 minus 12 plus 4x is equal to 0. Okay, so we just transferred all the terms to the right side. Okay, therefore we'll be having y squared plus 4x minus 6y, and then we have 9 minus 12. So if we have 9 minus 12, therefore that becomes negative 3. Okay, is equal to 0. And we'll now be having an equation y squared plus 4x minus 6y is equal to 3. And this is now the second equation. So let us write the first and second equation. Therefore, we'll be having y squared minus 4x minus 6y is equal to 11. And then this is the first equation. And for the second equation, that is y squared plus 4x minus 6y is equal to 3. So what do we do now? So in order for us to solve, all we have to do is to add. Okay? So let us just add y so that the x term will cancel out. So let us try to add. Let's add y squared plus y squared, that becomes 2y squared. Negative 4x plus 4x, that is 0. It cancels out. Negative 6y minus 6y, therefore that is negative 12y. 11 plus 3, that is equal to 14. Okay? So, in this case, we could now factor out the common value or common term, which is 2y. And this becomes 2y times y minus 6 is equal to 14. Okay? So, in this case, we'll now be having 2y times y minus 6 is equal to 14. Therefore, this becomes, let's divide all the terms by 2. So let's divide all the terms by 2. Therefore, we'll now be having y times y minus 6 is equal to 7. Okay? I will get again y squared minus 6y. So I will distribute y again, so that I'll get the factors. Minus 6y minus 7 is equal to 0. If I have y squared minus 6y minus 7 is equal to 0, therefore, I'll now be getting the factors for this one. And the factors would be, this becomes y minus 7, and we have y plus 7 is equal to 0. Equate this to 0, equate this to 0. Y minus 7 is equal to 0, therefore y is equal to positive 7. Y plus 1 is equal to 0, therefore y is equal to negative 1. Since for this one, I will not be getting any value for this one, so I will not be able to get the values of y or factor this out. Therefore, I just distribute again y, and I found out that I could factor out y squared minus 6y minus 7. And the factors would be y minus 7 times the quantity y plus 1. Okay, we now have the values of y, which is 7 and negative 1. So let us now try to solve for the values of x. Okay, so since we have the second equation, since we have the second equation here for this one. So we'll be getting, we need to solve for x in the second equation. Therefore, we have, for the second equation, we have y squared plus 4x minus 6y is equal to 3. Okay? So, let's try to manipulate the equation. Therefore, we'll be having 4x is equal to 3 minus y squared plus 6y. Okay, again, this becomes 3 minus y squared plus 6y. Let's all divide the terms by 4. Therefore, this is now equal to x is equal to 3 minus y squared plus 6y over 4. Okay, so therefore, we'll now be having the values of x if y is equal to 7. If y is equal to 7, therefore x now is equal to 3 minus 7 squared plus 6 times 7 over 4. Therefore, x now is equal to 3 minus 49 plus 6 times 7. Therefore, that is 42 over 4. Therefore, x now is equal to 3 minus 49 plus 42. Therefore, this becomes negative 4 over 4. X now is equal to negative 1. Okay? So, if the value of x is negative 1, therefore, we have the solution negative 1, 7. What if y now is equal to negative 1? Okay? What if y is equal to negative 1? So, let's now try to solve. If y is equal to negative 1, y is equal to negative 1, this becomes x is equal to 3 minus negative 1 squared plus 6 times negative 1 over 4. Therefore, x is equal to 3. Negative 1 squared, that becomes positive 1. Therefore, that is minus 1. 6 times negative 1, that is minus 6 over 4. Therefore, x now is equal to 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1 is 2 minus 6. Therefore, that becomes negative 4 over 4. Therefore, x is also negative 1. Okay, so the value now, or the solution now, would be negative 1, negative 1. Therefore, we have two solutions. We have negative 1, 7, and negative 1, negative 1. So this will now be our answer for the intersections of these systems of equations. So let's have again another example. Okay, we are now given x minus 3 quantity squared plus y minus 5 quantity squared is equal to 10. This is our equation 1. Therefore, we could say that this is a circle. For equation 2, we have x squared plus y plus 1 quantity squared is equal to 25. Therefore, it is also a circle because it takes the standard form of a circle. The center for this one is 3, 5. And the center for this one is 0, negative 1. So, in order for us to solve for this problem, all we have to do first is to expand. So, for equation 1, if we'll be expanding, this becomes x squared minus 6x plus 9 plus y squared minus 10y plus 25 is equal to 10. So, let us try to rewrite this equation. Therefore, we'll be having x squared plus y squared minus 6x minus 10y plus 9 plus 25 minus 10 is equal to 0. Okay, so let us try to simplify these values. We'll be having x squared plus y squared minus 6x minus 10y, 9 plus 25 minus 10, that is 24, is equal to 0. So this is now our equation 1. And for our equation 2, we'll be having x squared plus y squared plus 2y plus 1 is equal to 25. So let us now try to arrange. This becomes x squared plus y squared plus 2y plus 2y. This becomes 1 plus 1 minus 25 is equal to 0. We'll be having x squared plus y squared plus 2y. 1 minus 25 is negative 24 is equal to 0. Therefore, this is our equation 2. So, if that is the case, so all we have to do is to write again equation 1. Our equation 1 is x squared plus y squared minus 6x minus 10y plus 24 is equal to 0. And then write equation 2. And we'll be having x squared plus y squared, since we do not have a term x for the second one, we only have y. This becomes plus 2y minus 24 is equal to 0. Okay, in this case, we have x squared, we have y squared, x squared, y squared. So, all we have to do is to subtract. Okay, so let us now try to subtract. So, in that case, this becomes x squared minus x squared, it cancels out. Y squared minus y squared, it cancels out. Negative 6x minus nothing, therefore that is minus 6x. Negative 10y minus 2y, that is negative 12y. And also, we have positive 24 minus negative 24, negative negative, that becomes plus. Therefore, this is plus 48 is equal to 0. Okay, and since we have negative 6x minus 12y plus 48, therefore, I will be getting the value of x, and I will multiply this by negative 1, and this becomes 6x plus 12y minus 48 is equal to 0. So, in this case, I will now be factoring out 6, and this becomes 6 times x plus 2y. And for the 48, we have, therefore, that becomes negative 8. Okay? So, and this is equal to 0. Okay? So, divide both sides by 6. Divide both sides by 6. Cancel this out. Therefore, our equation now is x plus 2y minus 8 is equal to 0. And in terms of x, therefore, we'll be having x is equal to, this is positive 8 minus 2y. Therefore, this is now the value for x if we will be substituting this to any of the equation. So let us now try to substitute. Therefore, we could now substitute x is equal to 8 minus 2y to either the first equation or the second equation. So for our convenience, so let us try to choose the second equation, since the second equation will not anymore be dealing with x. Okay, so for the second equation, this is our second equation. Let us now try to use this. Our x is 8 minus 2y. Therefore, we will replace all the values of x by 8 minus 2y. And this becomes 8 minus 2y quantity squared plus y squared plus 2y minus 24 is equal to 0. Okay, so if that is the case, this becomes now 64, and then we have negative 32y plus 4y squared plus y squared plus 2y minus 24 is equal to 0. Okay, since this is 64 and this is negative 24, therefore, we'll be having positive 40 on that side. Okay, therefore, this becomes positive 40 for this one. Okay, so we have positive 40. This is 4y squared, this is y squared. Therefore, this becomes 5y squared. This is negative 32y, and this is positive 2y. Therefore, that becomes negative 30y. And we're now left with 5y squared minus 30y plus 40 is equal to 0. And we could say that there is a common factor, which is 5. And we factor out 5, and that becomes y squared. 30 divided by 5 would be 6. So this becomes minus 6y plus 40 divided by 5 would be 8 is equal to 0. Divide both sides by 5. By 5, cancel this out. 0 over 5 is just 0. Therefore, we'll be having y squared minus 6y plus 8 is equal to 0. And y squared minus 6y plus 8 is equal to 0 is factorable. Therefore, the factors would be y minus 2, and then we also have y minus 4 is equal to 0. Equate this to 0, equate this to 0, and we'll be having y minus 2 is equal to 0, y is equal to 2. Y minus 4 is equal to 0, y is equal to 4. Okay? Since we now have the values for y, let us now try to substitute this to this term. Therefore, we'll be having if y is equal to 2, this becomes x is equal to 8 minus 2 times 2. Therefore, x is equal to 8 minus 4. Therefore, x is equal to 4. Okay. Let's try. If y is equal to 4, this becomes x is equal to 8 minus 2 times 4. Therefore, x is equal to 8 minus 8. X now is equal to 0. Okay, so therefore, our solutions now would be 4 and 2, 4, 2, and 0, 4. Again, the solutions would be 4, 2, and 0, 4. And this will be the intersections of the two circles. So if you have comments, if you have questions, and if you have suggestions regarding systems of equations, please let me know by messaging me on Facebook, on Twitter, and on my Instagram account. Once again, I am Engineer Judd Hernandez saying that mathematics is always fun. Goodbye and God bless.